Many people disbelieve the true lingering threat of demonic activity present in our world. Demons are very real, and even Jesus had to deal with them in his time here. In some instances, when Jesus healed the sick, many times this involved directly casting out demons. Have you ever thought, how could someone do such a thing while watching or reading about a horrific act in the news? Well, this isn't new in human history. We can see an example of Jesus dealing with demons and Gerasenes, seen in Mark 5, 1-20. And when he saw Jesus from afar, he ran and fell down before him, and crying out with a loud voice, he said, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I adjure you by God, do not torment me." For he was saying to him, "Come out of this man, you unclean spirit." And Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" He replied, "My name is Legion, for we are many." Verse 6-9 summary. Also, we can see this in Luke 9:42, where Jesus had to directly intervene with demonic possession. While he was coming, the demon threw him to the ground and convulsed him. But Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit and healed the boy and gave him back to his father. Demonic possession is very real, and the Bible makes this clear from many direct accounts in Jesus' short time here on earth. Nowhere can it be seen that it has stopped, and we can understand this to continue to be true to this day, to the current broken state of the world. In some instances in culture today, it can manifest mentally, being invisible in nature, but also physically visible in individuals' actions. When demons prowl about, they generally target persons who have no spirit controlling or guiding them. We can see how demons operate to an extent from Mark 5, passage stated earlier. When the demon is cast out, it may return to find the person's life lost and empty, still lacking control or spiritual guidance. So, in the fear of a future cast out, the demon will hire several other demons more wicked than itself and make this person their house. We should understand Satan's kingdom is highly organized and not as disorderly as movies may portray. They work in cohesion to go against humanity. As Matthew 12:45 demonstrates, then it goes and brings with it 7 other spirits more evil than itself, and they enter and dwell there. And the last state of that person is worse than the first. So also will it be with evil generation. An example of the contrary, a person with a solid guidance would be one filled with the Holy Spirit today and a believer and follower of Jesus Christ. Their objective is clear, and they will welcome other spirits into their newfound territory if it improves their odds of avoiding being cast out. In present society, demons often work together better than some churches and church members. Denominations pitted against one another, ethnicity or people group clashing and putting religious figures such as the Pope and beliefs above the following and gospel of Jesus Christ. Realistically, this is the aim of the enemy, to divide Christ's bride, the church, while their cohesiveness abounds. The Bible teaches us about this in Matthew 24:7. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. Group will rise against group. The Greek word translated as group is ethnos, a group of people united by kinship, culture, or traditions. The other meanings of ethnos include a group or multitude that is living together or closely associated, the whole human race, thus people, a race, a nation, a company, troop, or a mass of people, a group of the same nature or ancestry, the unbelievers in contrast to God's chosen people. Also, in the New Testament, ethnos is sometimes used for Gentile Christians in contrast to Jewish Christians. We can see multiple forms of this definition being visible today around the world. Demons are intelligent. Being fallen angels does not entirely negate their previous nature and abilities, once angels in heaven. Demons will often use humans' emotional nature against them, making their target reflect on what they want them to do and act, and the way they want to make them act. Once a foothold is gained, it is much easier for a demon to actively repeat or persuade future thought and actions. It is possible for a person to invite a demon willingly, knowingly, or unknowingly by participating in paganism or even surrounding themselves around such groups such as Wiccans and Satanists. It may be seen as a cool thing to do in popular culture and is increasingly present in music videos and lyrics. One may think they can contain such energy and spirits, and may even be granted temporary control to lead others into their practices and groups. However, if one does not seek Jesus and turn away, their downfall is inevitable. It is just a matter of when. This can be in various forms: prison, drug addictions, or even the first death leading to the second death, hell. As Proverbs 16:18 states, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. In the present age, there are examples of serial killers retelling of how they began such horrific sprees of death and destruction. In many cases, there is a common theme of a killer blacking out prior or during such an event. In some cases, people even say, "The devil made me do it." A true reformed individual living a life with Christ is never vacant of a spirit within. There is a reason even Jesus depended on the power of the Holy Spirit to perform many miracles and cast out demons in his ministry. There is also understanding as to why respecting the power thereof of the Holy Spirit is key to salvation and being transformed. Luke 4:1. Then Jesus, being filled with the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. In summary, this is an example of how humans must depend on the Holy Spirit in their lives just as much as Jesus did in his ministry. In John 16:7, nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is to your advantage that I go away, for if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you, but if I go, I will send him to you.